Welcome to This Week on Campus, your weekly webcast featuring news and events at Western Iowa Tech. I am Nathan Bowman. This week, we'll be talking about some new events that will be featured here on campus. But first, some days when every student doesn't have a class, the staff still has to come in and learn how to become better instructors. The staff development during fall break allowed the staff to learn more about what's more important to students. We have the story to explain the student involvement in staff development and the students that helped out with the staff development. The staff development gave us a look into the future of education and growth. Tyler Thompson is a student here at Western Iowa Tech. He tells us what he did to help with staff development.
I worked as a technical director and basically controlled camera switching to make sure that we got the angles we needed at the times we needed and whatnot.
Western Iowa Tech's coordinator of staff development, Jennifer Huff, explains what newer students will look like.
So each semester, the college pauses to do 2 days of staff development, and it is entirely revolving around how to improve the student experience here at Western Iowa Tech. So for instance, for faculty, it's pretty easy. We try to have sessions that help them understand the diversity of our students, or how to try different teaching and learning methods, or how to handle specific issues in the classrooms. It varies from semester to semester depending on the focus.
In summary, the staff is informed about changing times and new students. It's just one of the things that happens while we are away from the classrooms. Nathan Bowman for This Week on Campus. There are fresh faces in the construction program here at Western Iowa Tech. Thompson will introduce them to you.
Well, I chose construction because it's always been an interest of mine. It's always been kind of like my thing.
Here at Western Iowa Tech, the construction program is welcoming arms to women wanting to join.
Our construction program, first of all, is very much a hands-on program. On average, we have about 6 hours of lecture a week and about 18 hours a week in lab.
With the help of the Home Builders Association, the construction program is able to work on home projects within its curriculum.
That lab time is almost all exclusively off campus at a project home that we build. We build a project home each year. Our curriculum is set up so that it just follows the process of building the house through.
This year, Isabel has taken on the challenge to become successful in the program.
I've always been really interested growing up, seeing what my dad does, and he does a lot of side jobs in housing, so he does about every little thing. I find it really interesting, and I actually really enjoy it.
She works hard on the house building process despite her 5-foot stature and the challenges she encounters.
A lot of people keep an eye on me, since they know that I do struggle a little bit, and I don't like asking for help, but there's people that pay attention and actually reach out and help when I really like it, because they actually kind of go on out of their way to help me, and then they get everything. We can get everything done faster like that because we all kind of work as a team.
For This Week on Campus, I'm Thompson.
School is back in session. With that, the library has announced new hours. Sunday hours will be 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Wednesday will be 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Thursday hours will be 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then Friday will be 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The library will be closed on Saturdays, but library chat will be available during hours of operation. If you're looking for something fun to do on a Tuesday night, I might have the key to fix that boredom. Once a month, the Sunnybrook Church will be holding an event called United for all students to join. There will be snacks and a ton of new people for you to get to know and chat with. You can also join in worship and the message they will be teaching for that evening. You don't have to be a Christian to go to this event. Everyone is welcome. The event will be held on November 9th and December 7th. Mark that in your calendar so you don't forget. If you need to see a doctor and don't want to leave campus, you are in luck. Western Iowa Tech and Tri-State Nursing will offer services for cold, flu, strep throat, STD testing, COVID testing, and more. In-office services are free. It will be open from Mondays through Thursdays from 8:30 to 1 in the Kaiser Building in room A212. No appointment is needed. Just walk in and let the nurses take care of you. When we come back, Tyler Euchner has an interview with graphic design instructor Lana Brown. Stay with us.
The day we've all been dreaming of is approaching, when life gets back to normal. But we're not there yet. So please, everybody, do your part. Get vaccinated against COVID-19 as soon as possible, because that's the best way to protect you. Protect them. Protect everybody. It's the best way to get Iowa back to normal. Find a COVID vaccine location near you at vaccinateiowa.gov.
Myth. I can party with people as long as they don't have symptoms. That myth is false. As we've seen, up to 40% of people who have COVID-19 are asymptomatic and can pass it on to others. So I'd recommend avoiding any social parties, especially indoor ones. If you want to try to socialize but reduce your risk, I'd recommend meeting outside in small groups, continuing to wear a mask, and socially distancing from others if you can. Then together, we can keep COVID-19 out of school.
For ways to keep your community safe, go to backtoschooltogether.com.
Welcome back. I'm here with Lana Brown, and to talk about the graphic design and digital marketing program. Isn't that right?
Right. Yeah.
Alrighty. So why don't you tell me about it? Kind of like what it is and how, just kind of like what all happens there. Like what's it about? Give me like a general like how you describe it to anybody else.
Sure. Graphic design is an older program here on campus. We're in our 32nd year, and I am actually a graduate of that program many years ago. And we produce printed materials and digital materials for advertising and marketing needs. So all of the pop-up ads, billboards, car wraps, logo design, and any type of advertising that you would see, we do the visual where we put the artwork and the words together to create communication pieces for businesses. Digital marketing is the digital part of that, plus the marketing part, which would be planning and executing campaigns and interpreting analytics and applying those to future campaigns.
Okay. With that said, do you do any of the stuff around like campus here? Do you do logos and all that for as well?
We do a lot of nonprofit type of projects. We really feel passionately that nonprofit is the best way that we can help our community. And so every year we do a few of those. And once in a while we get to do a Western Iowa Tech project also.
Oh, just every once in a while, just out of the blue kind of?
Yep, yeah, when there's a need.
Okay, I like the sound of that, honestly. Now, what kind of classes do people generally do with this program as well? Like outside of like the digital, like I'm assuming just like basic stuff, but like what kind of classes? Yeah.
Sure, they have to take a sociology class, a math class, and a communications class, and an art class, which it would be photography by our choice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I actually never thought of that when it came to all that, honestly.
Yeah.
I would just think just kind of like designing would be the main focus.
Yeah, designing is our main focus, and so they have the majority in art and design and the Adobe software suite. So we focus a lot on technology also, since it's a technology-based program, but also just to get a little more in-depth and around this, especially in the social sciences, since it's a big part in marketing and advertising. Understanding people, I guess, is the important thing that they would take from that class.
Okay. So with that, when it comes to when they graduate, of course you chose to continue like teaching here after graduating. I'm assuming. Not sure how long afterwards though. But what other jobs can you kind of get with a degree like this?
You can get a wide variety of jobs, and I think that was the part that I was most surprised as a student coming out of the program. You could work for a business in their marketing department doing design or digital communications for social media. You could work at an advertising agency. You could work for a sign company, such as Avery Brothers Signs here in town. You could work at a newspaper or magazine, auto body wrap. Specialty places will always hire those students to do the wraps, to design the wraps. You could work for a social media specialty agency like Chatterkick here in town, along with other types of jobs that may not seem loosely related, but insurance agencies, hospitals, and things like that.
So a very wide variety of jobs then, honestly. So you're not stuck down to like a specific area. It's kind of like all over the place for just about every industry needs this.
Correct. And it's kind of deceptive because those jobs are not always advertised in the newspaper. So it makes it difficult, I think, for students to envision themselves in all these different types of places. But it's really exciting. As you get into the career, you can really make some changes and really almost have a completely new type of career without having to go back and retrain too much.
Huh. Well, if I ever happen to want another degree, I'm definitely going to go for that because that seems to be very fun.
Yeah, I think graphic design and the media programs here are very closely related, really.
Yeah. Alrighty, and then I got one last question for you. Since we're still kind of in the COVID pandemic, what have your numbers looked like? Has there been an increase, or have there been a downcrease of students joining your program?
Yeah, you know, I feel like our starting class this fall was a little bit down compared to in the past, and I think that's pretty across the board. I think a lot of people are questioning, you know, how they feel about the pandemic and how they want to approach going on into their future. But we have a large second-year class that really stuck it out through that COVID year, and they're real troopers, and I'm so happy that they're with us. And I feel like we're maintaining pretty well, actually.
Okay, I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Now before we end this, is there anything else like you would like to add at all, like about your program or anything in general?
Just that graphic design is a really fun, interesting program. I would say no day is alike, and if that would be something that would interest students, I really encourage them to come down and check it out. Digital marketing, we get calls every day for digital marketers, and I think that is definitely an emerging career, and it would be a great time to get involved in that too. So people are always welcome to come down and see what we're doing, set in classes, and talk to us about what their opportunities would be.
All righty, sounds great, honestly. Well, thank you for joining us today, Lana.
Thank you so much for having me.
Mm-hmm. Now, when we come back, we'll have a look at your hours here on campus and also some events that'll be taking place. Stay with us.
I've been deployed overseas 6 times with multiple combat tours. I have had a bounty placed on my head by insurgent forces. I haven't missed a day, a beat, in my career. I haven't been in the hospital since the day I was born. Only one thing has been able to take me down: COVID. And now I've done my part to take COVID down, getting the vaccine.
Even though there is so much against us, you will see me wearing a face covering.
And even with my face covered,
you will see me
as a son,
as a friend to everyone I meet,
as a fighter for change,
as a woman who stands up for what I believe in.
So join me in wearing a face covering
to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because this is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us all together.
Welcome back. Have you been struggling with something? Try to have some coffee with a counselor. This weekly support group is a safe place to put your books down and decompress. They meet at 10:30 a.m. on Wednesdays in the library. Everyone is welcome to join, relax, and talk about what is going on in their lives. The Student Center is now back open this year, and with that comes new hours. They're open from Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Sunday from 4 to 8 p.m., and Saturday they are closed. To find out any more information, you can contact Mike Brown via an email or you can text him. With the Student Center being more open, Western Iowa Tech is offering fitness classes for the rest of the semester. You can take classes for yoga, taekwondo, Zumba, super circuits, and personal protection. The classes are free if you have a valid student ID, and all classes are subject to change. The fall season is upon us, and it is starting to feel like it outside. We have a look at your forecast for the week ahead. It has been mostly sunny last week, except for the last 2 days when we saw some fog and colder conditions. It will be a little bit different and a little bit clearer this week. On Saturday, it should be sunny throughout the day, bringing in a high of 70 and a low of 45. On Sunday, it will be mostly sunny with temperatures being at a high of 67 and a low of 42. Monday, the sunshine trend continues, the high being 60 and a low of 37. And on Tuesday, again, we'll see some more sunshine with a high of 55 and a low of 35. On Wednesday, we may see some rain chances coming in with a high of 55 and a low of 35. And then on Thursday, our Veterans Day, we will finish off the week with another chance of rain with a high of 48. Sunshine and warm weather to begin the week, but it may end with some rain. Events and information for Western Iowa Tech can be found on their social media pages. Just search Western Iowa Tech on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and be sure to follow for more updates. If you have something you would like publicized on This Week on Campus, send it to thisweek@witcc.edu. This Week on Campus is a webcast from the Mass Communications program here at Western Iowa Tech Community College in Sioux City, Iowa. New episodes of This Week on Campus are posted every Friday afternoon. For the latest content from our programs, please visit our website, witcc.tv, where you can find a direct link to our YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe and have a great week.